Selling does not have to feel like awkward manipulation, pressure, or let me know before this offer expires in 17 minutes. If your selling makes you feel like you need to take a shower afterwards, it's because you've only been exposed to push-based selling and not permission-based selling. There truly is a difference. And once you learn it, selling becomes one of the most natural parts of your business instead of the part you try to avoid by over teaching, over giving, or over explaining, which I have been so incredibly guilty of. Here's the honest truth. Most people don't actually hate selling. Selling is fun. They hate not knowing how to sell without feeling like a scammer. They just stop. They stop talking about their offer altogether. They post value. They post tips. They post personal stories. They post vulnerable moments. But when it's time to say, I can help you, here's the offer, they start whispering. It's like a secret illegal operation happening behind a dumpster. You are not selling contraband. I hope. I'm gonna guess you guys are not selling contraband. You're offering a solution, a helpful one that you believe people need. Permission-based selling changes everything because it removes pressure and it creates choice. It increases trust from your client and within yourself. And it invites conversation instead of forcing compliance. And it starts with a very simple shift. You do not assume someone wants to hear about your offer. You ask first. When someone gives you their permission to share, the entire tone becomes consensual, collaborative, and respectful instead of pushy, assumptive, or salesy. So let me paint it clearly. Push-based selling sounds like, here's my offer, here's why you need it, here's the deadline, here's the price, here's what you should do. Okay, none of that sounds good. I feel like I need a shower. Permission-based selling sounds like, if this is something you've been exploring, I'd be happy to share with you what I do and see if it's a good fit. Want the details? One creates resistance, the other creates curiosity, interest. And here's the cool part. When you ask permission first, you eliminate 90% of sales anxiety because you no longer are trying to convince everyone. You're simply inviting the ones who are already ready. You're shifting from selling to strangers to serving people who asked to hear more. You're building what kind of like a mini bridge. You're not ambushing people in the parking lot. Buy these tapes from my trunk. Here's how that looks in a real conversation. Someone shares a struggle, and instead of pouncing with a full 30-minute pitch like you've been waiting your entire life for this very moment, you respond like a normal, emotionally regulated adult. You say something like, I actually help people with this if you're looking for some support. No pressure. Would you like to hear what that looks like? That sentence alone will separate you from like 99% of the market because respect feels like luxury. Permission-based selling works because it aligns with how people actually make decisions. Humans don't like being told what to do. They like feeling in control, informed, supported, and empowered. And when someone chooses to hear more, they're automatically more open, more trusting, more likely to say yes and pull out their debit card. Now let's address the big fear in the room. But what if they say no? Great. Then you don't waste time pitching someone who wasn't going to buy from you in the first place. Rejection is not failure. It's filtering. Take that to your dating life too. Every no saves you emotional bandwidth so you can focus on the people who are actually ready for help instead of trying to convert people who are still in research mode. So here's the punchline. Permission-based selling isn't about being soft or quiet or passive. It's about being confident, clear, collaborative. It's sales with mutual respect, not sales with psychological arm twisting. When selling's done right, it becomes a conversation about fit, not a performance, a chase, or a persuasion Olympics. So if sales feels sleazy, it's not because you're not built for business. It's because you've been using a method that doesn't exactly match your values. When you switch to permission-based selling, you will finally feel like you can talk about your offer without ruining the vibe, losing friends, or without turning into someone your family side eyes at Thanksgiving. So start here. Next time someone hints at a problem you can solve, instead of pitching, you say, if you'd like support with that, I'd be really happy to tell you how I can help. Do you want some details? If they say yes, you share. If they say no, you keep the conversation human, okay? Leave them alone. I mean, you can talk to them, but don't keep going into that, because selling, when done well, doesn't feel like pressure. It feels like helping people. It feels like you're doing the right thing. It feels like helping people make informed decisions. So if you're feeling good about going forward and trying some new ways of selling that are more conversational and permission-based, put permission down in the comments so I know that you hear me and you also stayed to the end of this video. So thank you very much for that, because that helps me as well. If this video helped you, please hit the subscribe button so that you can get more content just like this, and hit the thumbs up so that the algorithm can tell other people that this video is good for them too. I'll see you on the next one. Be blessed.